Hi guys, how you doing today? I got the game ready this time, so I'm gonna turn it up. I'm just gonna adjust this. It might get too loud, it might get too soft. I'm not sure, but I'll fix it. So the last time I got um, with Metro Exodus. Hi, by the way, everybody. uh, so I figured it was Commander Root. You must have got botted, eh? That's too bad. I'm sorry for that. But no worries, Guy. Thanks for the support, man. I Well, the last time we were here, I was in a building. There was an elevator that needed power, and the actual power panel would switch, but there would be no power. And my mask is broken. It only gave me like a minute or something, and my mask is still broken. But I found a door, so I couldn't put it together. So I went on a guide and I just checked this little one spot to see what I had to do. Like I couldn't figure it out. So anyway, that's what guides are for. But full disclosure. So what we got to do actually is run around the building to the back, open that door, and that would be a shortcut to a generator which we have to turn on. All right, I got to follow the wires. However, the thing is that we might have to do it in a series of deaths because my mask is broken and it's rather toxic there. So it's going to be a little bit frustrating, but we'll get there. So here we go. And there's monsters in the way. All right, so I'm already dying. So let me orientate myself so I know where I'm going. So basically, I have to... No, not there. It's here. I wonder if I... Okay, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it like this. I might have to go back and somehow fix my mask. I'm not sure. So we will continue to try this way because I don't have too much time. It doesn't give me too much time because when I revamp here, I'm already almost dead. I have to run around this building real quick and see if I can do it. Well, we'll see. Otherwise, I gotta do something else. Maybe we'll have to go back and try to get my mask fixed. So we'll see. Here we go. Oh, I just ran into the same room again. Oh, couldn't find that. Couldn't find it. Almost. And I got bugged as well. Tough, right? So, plus I got the light. It's dark, so we'll see. I hope I can do it. I could be doing this. It's not going to be the end of my playthrough. I'll tell you that much. I will go back and get and fix and then do this whole thing again. Maybe if we can. Not sure. But it's quite a challenge, I'll tell you. But I think once I do, like I said, it might be a series of deaths and I might be able to do it. So... Huh. So maybe get another one. Let's see if we can do this. Maybe it's too far, so I could just load another one. I need my mask. I can't get around the building. I can't see. So maybe I have to go back. Because I just don't have any time. I don't have time to do anything there. I just die immediately. It's a bad time. It's a bad time. So I went back a couple, see what happens. It might take a little bit. Okay, let's see where I am here. Maybe I'm in a better situation. I don't know. They don't really die, do they? Okay, so let's see if I can craft any of these. Because it looks like I might have my mask. Okay, so I got an extra one. And my mask is not broken. Alright. No, it's not. So this is a good waypoint. Okay. So. Oh. Oops. Happy Thanksgiving, Link. So I guess I did good by going back to the waypoint because don't know where I'm going here. It's really frustrating. Oh, I don't even know how I got there. Crazy Gabe. But I got the generator running. Now I just gotta look for the lines. You know, in the guide that I saw, like you could see everything. How come mine's all dark? Okay, let's see where it leads me. I never did find that door. I know there's a panel here. I think I could turn it on now. I want to get out of here now. To the elevator. This all I remember, all this stuff. Get me out of here. Those things are brutal. So that was it. I had to find a generator, which I... I always hear a snake, but I never see one. Maybe I'll make a heal. Maybe I'll do a quick save and explore. Heal up. Hey Link, you still there? What's your plans for Thanksgiving today, man? When is Thanksgiving actually the day?
your tongue, so you can't knock on the door anymore, eh? As the teacher said, courtesy distinguishes us from bandits and other animals.
Let me just loot you while you speak.
You're not one of ours. A bandit, then. Don't look like one. Though you never know with them bandits. Different shit every day. Am I right or what, Senya?
You're always right, Admiral, sir.
Put a sock in it. Your nose is brown enough. Where was I? Ah, the bandit. Well, you're here. Which means that all those spineless worms and wannabe pirates are all dead. Am I right? Don't bother answering. Everyone knows I'm right. And good riddance, I say.
Perhaps we should offer him our hospitality, Admiral, sir. He is a guest, even though he's a bandit.
Ah, that's an idea. Take a seat, bandit. Let's have some tea. I bet you never tried anything quite like it. I gathered, dried, and brewed it myself. Can't get any help from this worthless lot. At least, they don't eat much. Hey, boys?
It was like, we just drove you nuts,
Trying
so...
our best, Admiral, sir.
Quit your yapping. Making a worse racket than the damn Aqua's in heat. No respect for our guest, either. He can't get a word in edgewise. Don't mind them. To our meeting. That's a good tea. You fussy ground-loving rats don't drink it, though.
Radiation! Radiation!
It's probably gonna
Radiation,
wipe
my
me out or
ass.
something.
Just look at us.
Dangerous.
We're all healthy as can be. Thanks
I'll have
for
a
coming.
newspaper cigarette. Thank you.
See how happy my boys are? We don't really have anyone to talk to here anymore.
They all left.
We're all but forgotten here. Even Roman forgot about us. Yet he was here with us when we built this base. All the boys remember that. Don't you now?
Yes, he was here.
I think he's dead, that guy.
I remember. We all remember. That's right, boys.
I think they're
You
both dead,
all
maybe.
remember.
Oh, it's the parrot
But
that's
that
talking.
bastard just forgot. And the other ground-loving rats
I didn't even see the
too.
parrot till now.
They all forgot.
Or the
We're
crow or whatever
protecting
it
them
is.
all with our lives here. At first, they were so happy. They shouted, "We'll kill all the bandits! The pioneers are cowards! The teacher is wrong!
It's not got
We're
nice
better
lighting
off
this game.
attacking!"
Like the candle lighting and stuff, it's nice.
Didn't they,
And the,
boys?
you know, the embers.
Yeah, they did.
They shouted their throats sore. Yeah, louder than those bandits we shot.
I think it's time to go.
There you have it. My boys do remember. And those don't. You could always count on them when you wanted someone to shout and call pioneers names. Aye, but when the going got tough, and the Aquas started attacking in their hundreds, they changed their tune. Oh, radiation. Oh, it's dangerous. Oh, the girls say teacher told them to tell us that we have to get out. Well, fighting the Aquas ain't as fun as hanging bandits from the posts. You can rob the bandits when you kill them, but mutants don't have much worth taking. So who cares if they're about to eat the whole valley, right? Pathetic rats. That's who they are.
Ground-loving rats.
A bit late to start listening to the teacher, too. Though, those rats don't care whom they listen to. Be it teacher or the girls, if doing so gives them an excuse for chickening out.
Do I have to kill him? Like, I don't understand what I'm doing here. The generator is running. And now I need to flip the main switch in the power control room. The elevator power is restored. Time to go up to the lumber mill's roof. There's a zip line that connects the lumber mill with the tunnel leading to the dam. Okay. So I gotta find a zip line. So I don't think it would be in here per se. It must be here somewhere. Snake. Oh, there it is. Aha. There are snakes. Okay, maybe it must be in here somewhere then. Maybe. Sneaky.
Leaving already? Then leave. You're just a rat like the rest of them.
Come in. We're
Rats
moving ahead.
running from a sheep. Once again, we are going to stay here and
But it was
protect
an
them all
experimental thing.
without
and
as much as a
military
word of
support.
thanks.
You
Hey,
can't
boys.
really expect to find it in a village pharmacy, much less one that's been looted 20 years ago. Now you're back, sir.
Okay, now it's getting a little bright out now. I can see a little bit better. that's where I was. It's quite a building. So where do I go from here then? Must have been this way. A herd of beasts. How come it seems like it's getting darker again? Hayden. light stopped working for some reason. I just followed the green lights. Great. Oh. How you doing today, Aiden? Great. Well, I don't want to do that. I'll take those. Okay. Maybe we'll save it. Okay, can't save while I'm in combat. So I'm in combat apparently. Oh, he got me. This game is crazy hard. I fired the generator, but now I gotta fire the gasoline. Yeah, thanks. Where did it leave me now? Alright, so it's gonna See if this does anything. Oh. Oh, I gotta craft some heals. And another thing too. See if I have any. That's good. Okay, that's enough. You know what? Do I still have my pellet gun? I do not. Alright, here we go. A few more of these guys out of the way. And maybe we can find the gasoline. Yeah, I will. Thank you. Thank you, man. I'm good, White. Just I'm trying to find the gas tank. I found one, but it was empty. We threw it out. Take my knives back. I could only get one. I'm just gonna try that gas tank again, a gas can again. That blows. Maybe up these stairs, because I see green up there. Well, I gotta turn the generator on, yeah, but this time I gotta find gas. Yeah, maybe in a bit. I'm just gonna see if I could, no, there's one. Trying to do this blind, you know. It's part of the excitement. Oh, there's a little in there. Don't throw it out. Yes, I found one. 'Cause, you know, you can only do it blind once, right? You know what I mean? And I know it's spazzy. You know, I'll be terrible. I'm terrible looking at it and all that kind of stuff, but it's really part of the enjoyment for me, man. Even though I don't look like a superstar, I know, but that's okay. This game is just incredible. So even if I suffer, I still I still like to be in it. Yeah, exactly. You can never get that back, you know. That's why for the games that, well, you know, I don't know. That's just, oh geez. Yes. Hopefully there isn't a nightmare in here. This isn't any better. Okay, let's see what we can do here. I can craft those anytime, so I'm not really too much of. I can craft these anytime. I have an array of bullets because I've only been using, you know. I don't know how to switch from these to those, but maybe craft some more of these. But I can craft these on the fly as well. Not a big deal. I'll just keep an array. Oh, I wouldn't mind some of these. Do you think I can make some of these? These are kind of handy. Alright, might as well use them up then. Can't do that. I need chemicals for that. These I think are pretty good. I think I'll just make arrows. Oh, how did I get those chemicals? Oh, I see. I have 13. Okay, I did what I could do. I wonder, oh, you know what? Maybe I could, I wonder if I need chemicals to clean and stuff like that. That's all let me clean. Okay. Okay, I repaired my mask. And I got the zippity one. And some armor. And my compass, which I love. What is this? A sturdy wristwatch guard provides protection against animal attacks and serves as a convenient mount for additional survival facility devices. Okay, so it's just a wrist guard. What is that? I guess that's the time. Yeah, that one's the best. Okay, I got what I got, guys. I have what I have. So that wasn't... I mean, at least I made progress. I made progress this time, today. Let's go see what's going down now. Oh, shitballs. I don't want to do this. Ooh, so nerve-wracking.
Come get some! Artyom? Damn, you're alive! I'm so glad to see you.
Barely
And
alive.
I just managed to get in contact with the Aurora. They are worried. And I get that. This place isn't as simple as it first seemed. Come, I'll show you. Let's go, Artyom. Hear the counter react? There's a hell of a lot of radioactive sediment behind that concrete, and soon it'll bring an end to this valley. Because the dam barely holds. Use your binoculars if you don't believe me. We can't stay here. Nobody can, really. Well, see that zipline? Those kids built it back when there wasn't as much seepage. That's where we need to go. The old man said the Aurora will soon be on the dam. We gotta hurry. I think something's wrong at the Aurora. It seems that Anna is not doing too good. We'll know more soon. Come on, Artyom! Damn, that is a lot of dirt! Man, I gotta tell you, I met this awesome girl here. She's drop-dead gorgeous. Name's Olga, an instructor. Everyone respects her. Plus, she's pretty understanding. Believe me when I said we're not enemies. Let's go, Artyom. She was the one who let me go from their camp. Love at first sight. I kept telling you people about my animal magnetism. So, here's your proof. She was so smitten. She even walked with me. And, you know, this is something new for me. I hated to say goodbye. I asked her to come with us. I can't leave them all. She's so strong.
It was like sunny a second ago. How did this all come in already?
I hope Olga persuades all those guys to
Hey, Aiden. You were home now. Where were you?
I don't like this feeling, Artyom. There's this beast I saw. A bear the size of a freaking house.
Great.
Hear that? I think it smelled us. This bridge has seen better days.
No problem.
You alive there? Huh? What the hell? Goddamn!
I don't want to kill that thing.
Artyom, get out of there! Shit!
Oh. I don't know what to do there. Like there's a lever there, but maybe I shoot it. To release it, I might shoot it. Because, or maybe I'll throw a Molotov at that guy. Just to sort of, because they were kind of implying that a Molotov will at least kind of stun him, right? But no, I don't want to do that. I needed a Molotov and I made a mistake. There's a trick there with that thing there, the mechanism that's lit up. I have to figure it out. But I'm gonna try to Molotov them. But I gotta equip it first. That helps because a little throwing knife I don't think is gonna do any good against him. No, I did it again. I fell and died. Spazoid. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Newbie here. Whew, I think I'm just getting a little warm, so I'm going to take this off. My hair is a little bit crazy, but that's okay. Oh, that's better. My head was getting hot. Okay. I like this way the last time I took. Should I just jump off? But there's a mechanism there, but it doesn't proc. Like it doesn't proc. I'll have to figure this out. It could be just a trick too, because they seem to do that to you. Burn myself. I might have to fight him. We'll see. Let me fight him. And I don't know how to change my ammo to the explosive kind. Maybe I could do that really quick too. Well, see what happens. Because I do have a little bit of time. Did it again. Oh, that's cool. Aided, sorry. This is going to be a beating here. I only have like 6 shots too, but I'm going to try to get him with the Molotov a little bit sooner. Then maybe the arrows will be enough. I don't know. Yeah, because he knocks it over. Oh, I did it again. Jeez. Might have to fight him. I'm gonna try to fight him. Come on. I always... Oh. There's a trick to this. I think I'm going to maybe look it up. I don't know. You guys know what to do? A little frustrated here. Ooh. Not sure if I should run off. I'm gonna try to run off the edge. I don't know. I don't think that's gonna work either. Maybe there's a ladder somewhere. I don't know. I'm gonna just do maybe some better running around. See if I could find something. I'll run to the left this time. But I will. Hey, Defiant. Get smoked today, bud. Nope, wasn't that way. Alright, thanks Defiant. Thanks for the lurk, man. Thanks for the support. Appreciate that. Maybe there's a zip line. I could try to find a zip line. Oh. what to do. What a mystery this is. I don't think I could fight him. I don't have the resources to fight this guy. And that illuminated area is just, it intrigues me, but there's no proc to do anything. But maybe I have to hit it or something. I gotta fire it. I gotta hit the lever somewhere. I'm not sure. Oh. Maybe I will go down to this one. And I'm going to try to equip my bigger weapons. Because I think I have... what do you call it? Explosive. Maybe I have to fight him. Maybe I got to fight him. And which is I can do because I think, but you know, I'm not sure if I should fight him or not. I'm not really sure. Like I said, that mechanism is there, but I'll see if I move one back. No, that wasn't it. Yeah, like how do you... Aha. Oh, I was doing... I figured it out. I can maybe shoot. I'm going to shoot him. I'm going to try to shoot him. Because I have explosive bullets. Maybe that's what it takes. Or explosive bolts, sorry. Just take a... for a second. Excuse me. So I explored the whole area, so I believe I gotta beat him. I gotta try to fight him like a bit of a boss fight. So let's see what we got. Okay. I got nothing else. I missed him with the Molotov thing. But I'm getting that you could just go around him. Instead of staying in front of him. And that's one thing. But I didn't know how to. No, I have to be a little less aggressive. I'm not sure what to do here, guys. I'm not sure what to do. I'm just gonna check, guys, because I'm just repeating the same kind of thing over and over again, so I'm just gonna give it a try. I gotta take a look. Bear with me, guys, for a little while. See what's going on here. All right. So let's see what it says.
Alright guys, welcome back. Now I said I'd kind of do this video if a couple of people were stuck
Not this one
with
here.
one of those bosses with that one weapon. So I do actually have to switch inevitably to another weapon. Now I chose the shotgun. I've got the double.
See, I don't have another
the
weapon. I
double
never took
barrel
one.
extension. I'm not really good at remembering the names of the weapons. I think it's the Ashot, and I will show you now how many extra shots it's going to take with the shotgun. I think it's more than 10, maybe even 12, just to finish this guy off. But again, look, if you're after the quickest way to kill this guy, this huge bear of a bear, you're going to need to use the Molotov cocktails. The shotgun, after I remembered I could fire it twice in quick succession, will do a lot of good damage, and you can keep fairly close quarters with him if you want to dance around in the center of the area. He'll still charge, but you
Like
can
I do.
kind
See,
of
I was right.
sidestep,
So you do have
and
to beat him.
eventually, again, you will do
But
enough
I don't
damage
have the
to trigger
resources to do
this
that.
cutscene.
Right.
So guys, if that was helpful, please leave a like. This was just how I did it. I'm sure there is a million ways to do it, and you're probably thinking, well, why did you try this? You should have tried that. But that
Okay. Well, I was on the right path, guys. And sorry, you know, I have to check the... I had to check a guide sometimes. So what I'll do is I'll see if I can go back a little and somehow... Maybe I'll go back here. Let's see what happens. Because it looks like I have... Molotov cocktails are probably the best. Like, for my my setup right now, my build. So we'll try Molotov cocktails. See if I can make maybe like 4 or 5. And also with the crossbow, let's see if we can give him some damage. He takes a lot of hits. So let's see where this is. Oh, this is way back. A little too far back. Yeah, that's a little too far back. Maybe try this one. Just because I want to get just before, if possible. Otherwise, I don't know how I'm going to beat this guy. I might be stuck here. I'm not sure. Because I didn't really pick up any weapons. I don't, you know, I'm just not being, I don't think I'll be able to beat the guy. Nope, that's it. So here we go. I guess we're just going to do this for a bunch of times. I don't think maybe... No. Like, I don't have any time to... Whew. I may have to go that far back because these are all from there. I might have to go that far back and try to get resources to battle. You know, might have to do all that again, you know. Frustrating. Wow, that's crazy. I've never been kind of like blocked like this before. now I'm kind of kicking myself for not picking up some of the like the better weapons, right? I think there was some resources in here that I could pick up.
Rat got your tongue, so you can't knock on the door anymore, eh? As the teacher said, courtesy distinguishes us from bandits and other animals. Wait a moment. You're not one of ours. A bandit, then? Don't look like one. Though you never know with them bandits. Different shit every day. Am I right or what, Senya?
You're always right, Admiral Sir.
Put a sock in it. Your nose is brown enough.
I think he's probably a little bit out of it, this
the
guy.
bandit. Well, you're here. Which means that all those spineless worms and wannabe pirates are all dead. Am I right? Don't bother answering. Everyone knows I'm right. And good riddance, I say.
Perhaps we should offer him our hospitality, Admiral Sir. He is a guest.
Maybe I'll heal up.
Leaving already? And leave. You're just a rat like the rest of them. After all. Rats. Running from it.
Yeah, I say I don't have any other weapons.
Once again, we are going to stay here and protect them all without as much as a word of thanks.
Alyosha,
Hey, boys!
come in. We're moving ahead.
Who cares for their thanks? We don't want to even talk to them.
I say, go to hell
But
and
it
let
was
us
an
have our peace and
experimental day,
quiet.
and military to boot.
Yeah, peace and quiet.
You can't really
That's
expect
what we
to
need.
find it in a village pharmacy. Much less one that's been looted 20 years ago. Now you're back, sir.
I think I'm gonna craft a heal, at least one heal. Come on, guys. The second time through is not too bad. Okay, heals. Maybe just a couple. Maybe 2 at most. I lost all my chemicals already. The bolts are okay. We'll see if I don't have any. Can't make a Molotov, but I have 3 instead of 1 this time because I kept them. Oh, maybe I can make some arrows. Hang on. So I have 3 Molotovs, so I can't complain. I didn't use any this time, you see. And I think we'll just make as many as we can of these. And then as many as we can of these. Okay. Those I can't use because I don't have my weapons. And I have 3 Molotovs. Well, let's see. Okay, and I'm just gonna quick save it here. And, oh, you know what, too? I'm gonna just change my. Oops. I'm gonna change my scope while I'm here. Let's clean it up. Oh, I forgot to clean it. I don't have enough of those. I'm pretty stacked up. I'm going to use that. Then maybe we'll find something. And little by little, maybe we'll find something that will help us. Because what I'll do is instead of just following the other guy blindly, I'll hunt around there. Maybe they'll give us something, you know. Push the wrong button.
Come get some! Artyom? Damn, you're alive! I'm so glad to see you. And I just managed to get in contact with the Aurora. They are worried. And I get that. This place isn't as simple as it first seemed. Come, I'll show you. Let's go, Artyom. Come on, Artyom.
Just a sec. I want to check something out. Oh, I see. So it's, instead of one, there's 3 that I can carry. Okay, that explains it. But oh, I just wrecked a Molotov. I don't want to do that. That's not good. That's not good. Maybe I could quick load again. I didn't want to throw a Molotov. I'm sure I need all 3 for the bear. And I know it just saved before just after or before the bench. Sorry, guys. Oh, it's not too bad. Yeah, it's just right here. Was there anything to collect here? I don't think so.
Come get some! Artyom? Damn, you're alive! I'm so glad to see you. And I just managed to get in contact with the Aurora. They are worried. And I get that. This place isn't as simple as it first seemed. Come, I'll show you. Let's go, Artyom.
Okay, I think I get it. Just hold it down, and you could change between the ammos. See that? So since I got 8 of these ones, and I could do the same probably when I fight them, right?
Hear the counter react? There's a hell of a lot of radioactive
I'm
sediment.
probably going to
behind
explore
that
this
concrete.
area too, because there might be a gun in there or
It'll
something.
bring an end to this valley. Because the dam barely holds. Use your binoculars if you don't believe me.
But there's a zip
We
line
can't
there
stay
too.
Here. Nobody can, really. Ah, well, see that zip line? Those kids built it back when there wasn't as much seepage. That's where we need to go. The old man said the Aurora will soon be on the dam. We gotta hurry. I think something's wrong at the Aurora. It seems that Anna is not doing it. We'll know more soon. Come on, Artyom.
So far, there's nothing. Okay, I think I'm feeling a lot more comfortable now.
Man, I gotta tell you, I met this awesome girl here. She's drop dead gorgeous. Name's Olga, an instructor. Everyone respects her. Plus, she's pretty understanding. Believe me when I said we're not enemies. She was the one who let me go from their camp. Love at first sight. I kept telling you people about my animal magnetism. So, here's your proof.
Okay, here we go. Boss fight central.
Come on, Artyom.
Oh, just a second. So if you guys are just joining, what happened was I got to this boss fight. I had like 5 arrows and 1 Molotov, and this bear was like, you know, attacking me, and I didn't have any. Like, it just kept like I didn't get anywhere near getting it. So I kind of went back to before, just a section before this area, and I kind of beefed up. Now I have 3 Molotovs, and I have you know, a decent number of explosive arrows, and I also know how to change over from one type of arrow to another. So I'll put on my weaker ones if I last that long. And let me see if I could get myself another heal real quick as well. Might as well just do this all now. And we got 3 heals, so not too bad. All right, and I'm going to set this up so I'm throwing Molotovs, which is already done. All right, so let's go.
She was so smitten. She even walked with me. And, you know, this is something new for me. I hated to say goodbye. I asked her to come with us. I can't leave them all. She's so strong. So now I have this thought stuck in my head. I hope Olga persuades all those guys to leave. And leaves herself. I don't like this feeling, Artyom. There's this beast I saw. A bear the size of a freaking house. Hear that? I think it smelled us. This bridge has seen better days. You alive there? Huh? What the hell? Goddamn!
I hate this thing.
Artyom, get out there! Shit!
He's so strong. Oh, I was doing good there. Oh, this is different. I did it. See, and the Molotovs did it. Yes, I got him. Yeah, I got it. That wasn't too bad. Get out of here, bear. Oh, oh, oh yeah. There you go. Bye. Is he done? Yes! I did it, I did it.
What an enormous beast! Well, Artyom, help me here. Let's restore this line's tension.
Oh, come on, man. Molotovs, guys. Molotovs.
Olga!
I told you people, they just needed passage.
Are you sure you're not coming?
I'm sorry, Alyosha. I can't just up and live like this. No matter how much I like you.
In this case, I bid you farewell, my fair lady. Ah, to hell with it. Olga, I'll be back.
I'll be waiting.
Artyom, let's go. Olga! Remember what I told you! Get them out of the valley! There's death behind
Bye, Olga.
them. I just hope she convinces
Oh,
them
is that mine?
they are stubborn like
Is that mine? It is!
even though they look like beasts, those pioneers, huh?
This last little bit of this game was so hard. I don't know what's next.
You guys really had us worried there. Anna is in bad shape. We must move. Time is short. Neither the air nor the drugs we found along the way are of any help now. The illness has progressed too far.
Oh my god, my wife's
Come.
gonna die. Thank you.
We all remained silent while the Aurora was running along the poison sea held at bay by the dam. We believed we'd be back. Now, having seen the sword of Damocles hanging over the valley, we knew it was not meant to be. Alyosha is especially worried. His Olga's there. Perhaps he will be able to warn her via radio and save the people there. What happens next? I have no idea. I am ready for anything. Anything but one thing.
Okay.
Anna, please, hold on. Without you, I have nothing to live for, nothing to dream about. Doubly so, since if not for that dream of mine, you'd be all right now.
This story is really intense. I really like it. I really enjoy it, actually. It's pretty good stuff. So anyway, I'm going to leave it here for today. And I just have some cooking videos to watch today and chill out for a little while. Let me grab this, so I'll turn this sound off. Thanks for being patient with me. Actually, now that I think about it, you know, once the mechanism for that kind of boss fight, that mechanism for the boss fight, you know what I'll do is I'll just turn the videos on now. And while we chit chat. But the mechanism for that, what do you call it? Oh yeah, so the cooking show, this guy, his name is Chef Wang, and he's, you know, I don't know what region of China he's from, but he's influenced my cooking. Like, maybe not exactly what he does, because his ingredients are really local, but he his attention to preparing the raw ingredients before you actually cook inspired me, and it elevated my cooking, actually, because, you know, for instance, like yesterday I had a little bit of protein, which was beef. It was like a top sirloin, so it wasn't, but it had like silver skin on it. It had a little bit of, like, you know, miscellaneous fat on it, and I cleaned it all up, and I made sure that, you know, there's no tendons or whatever in there, cartilage, and the meal, you know, turns out a little bit better, right? A noticeable difference for me. And I could tell that my kids are really enjoying it, and they'll say it's good. So I got good feedback from them, and there is an influence from Chef Wang here, and we'll just keep him going. Like, it is in Chinese, and his abilities blow me away. Like, he is so good. He has like 1.82 million subscribers on YouTube, and if you're into food and sort of like technique, like because like I said, like who's gonna get those, like what he's cooking there? Like I could get something like that, but like look at them, they're all like tied in, and his ingredients are very fresh. He's also very, you know, a simple without a complicated term. He's very clean with his things. Like he'll like make sure everything's washed, including the protein that he uses. And some of it's kind of weird, and it's a little bit, kind of grosses me out sometimes because he'll make like lamb spine stir fry, right? Like who does lamb spine stir fry, right? Or he'll actually butcher like some type of rodent or small animal online, and it's just off-putting, even though we say it, we eat the meat from those animals, right? But he'll have like the whole thing, and he'll show you how to butcher it and things like that. So it's kind of neat. I like having him. I like having him in the background when I'm cooking, or just in the kitchen in general, right? So that's why I got him hanging there right now. But anyway, like Metro Exodus, like I have never experienced any type of game like this. But that last boss fight, I looked up like if I actually had to fight him or not, and once I realized, okay, I have to fight him. I only had like what, 7 or 8 arrows at the beginning. I had 1 Molotov, right? Because I knew they kept on hinting through this whole chapter that this bear was weak to fire, right? So I knew the Molotov would do it. So I took that out right away, right? But in fighting him, I didn't. I think I felt like I had to do it like 100 times, like, but in the end, it didn't really take too much. So what I did basically was, it was kind of like a Hail Mary, however you want to say it, like a shot in the dark. We'd go back a chapter, whatever, not quite a chapter, but whatever. Yeah, let's say go back a chapter. Collect whatever I can collect, and in between, like right before you get to the boss fight, they give you like a crafting table. You can get to a crafting table. So with this crafting table, I ended up making explosive. Like I ended up, because when I first got there the first time, not knowing what was going to happen, I kind of got more health. I made some more regular arrows. I didn't really concentrate on Molotovs. And I already used my Molotovs previously because I didn't know what was going on in the previous chapter to that. So I used a couple, right? So in the end, I ended up doing the one chapter over again, which was really easy actually because I knew what was going on. I just kind of blew through it. Got to the crafting table a second time. This time, all I crafted was a Molotov cocktail, which I couldn't. But I didn't use any that I had. So I had 3 because I crafted a couple earlier on. So I had 3 Molotovs. Then I got the rest of my resources, and I crafted explosive bolts for my crossbow, right? And a couple other little small modifications here and there. There was a small location before the boss fight that I decided to explore, and I did manage to explore and gather some limited resources, not too much. So I beefed up as much as I could before the boss fight. So got to the boss fight. I had 3 Molotovs, and I don't know, maybe like 10 or 11 explosive bolts. And I realized too that like I also knew a bit of his moveset and how to avoid him by this time, because I've already died like five or 6 times before I went back. So once we got into there, I hit him with Molotov and then 3 explosive darts. Explosive darts. I maneuvered around, and when I had a clear shot, I hit him again with a Molotov and 3 more explosive darts. And then I was about to, then I ran away. I hit him with another Molotov, and I hit him with as many darts as I can. I ran out of ammunition. So I was about to switch to regular ammunition and just deke them out and hopefully, but that's all it took actually. I didn't have to go any further. So if ever you play this game and you don't want, if you don't, if you don't mind some, or you already experienced or whatever, I'm sure there's 1,000 ways to kill him. I'm kind of kicking myself a little bit for not picking up any guns during this chapter, right? Because you took your guns away. Like this, what is it called? Tiaga chapter was very, very difficult because at the beginning of the chapter, they take away your, they take away all your weapons, and also your backsack is gone, right? That kind of sucks, right? So I was like, what the heck, right? Anyway, that was a very difficult chapter, but I'm just really curious to see what's next. And this game was surprisingly challenging. I really didn't think that it was. I thought it was going to kind of push you along, you know. And in a way, it kind of does. But I had to look at a guide twice, right, for this. So it's not really that easy because, you know, once you keep on hitting your head over and over again and you just don't know what to do, usually what happens is I'll try a whole session, right? One area, and then I'll think about it for the time that I'm not playing the game. I'll try to see, well, what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? I'll run over the scenarios in my head. And if I can't get the answer, that's okay. I will, I'll look at a guide, right? But as minimal as possible, really. And it's also my inexperience too with, I'm actually rather inexperienced with these types of games, right? It's not my genre. Like I really have been playing the Dark Souls series for so long, you know, that, you know, you lose your muscle memory for other games, I guess you could say. So I want to venture out. So this one was kind of the Metro Exodus was the game that attracted me most. Like I didn't want to play any battle royale type of game or COD or, you know, any of those kind of things. They don't really appeal to me, really. Even though I really like the games, like I have nothing against the games or anything like that. They're just not for me. I'm not very good with first-person shooters when it comes to that kind of stuff. But this Metro Exodus has a explorative type of thing, survival type of thing. You know, there's puzzles. There's when to stealth, when to fight, right? It's a little bit. It's very different, and also the story is based on a novel. The novel is very, it seems very like a very powerful story. Tragic, of course, but they have a book as a resource to use for the storyline, which is rich, right? And the NPCs, almost everyone that you encounter and that you can interact with, has just a boatload of information. Like they'll just keep on talking. They have like a personality. It's very interesting. It's a very interesting game, and I really enjoy it, but I was kind of losing it there a little bit. Anyway, so he's eating by himself. Actually, Chef Wang here, he does these great episodes too, where he's at his I don't know if he's at his house or at his farm, and he'll put these dishes together, and his wok work is amazing. Like I have a wok, right? And I have all the stuff, and I've my wok is very weathered, not weathered, but how do you say it? It's conditioned, and it doesn't stick. It's like a non-stick pan, this thing. The only thing that I do lack is heat, right? So I try my best. I sort of have to make like small batches. If I want any heat or like the wok taste from a wok, I have to make like small batches. Like if I make like a big, if I do anything big in a wok, it doesn't come out right. I might as well just have used a stew pan. But with super high heat and small quantities at home, you can get a pretty good approximation of like wok food, But later on, after like, cause he's just succulent, he's just being like, look at me eating these delicious crabs. All right. I don't know if you guys like crab, but I think they're rather delicious. You know. See, he also has like in his actual video, he puts in. I think he puts Mandarin subtitles in there too, because my sister-in-law says that she doesn't understand him. Like he must speak some type of, some type of regional, Cantonese or Mandarin or something like that. Must have a strong accent, because she says, well, I don't understand some of the words he says. Right. He's really talking a lot on this one. Look, we don't want you to talk. We want to just see action, Chef Juan. That's all we want to see. What else you got? So like I said, if you guys really like sort of like wok type of walk, this kind of food, right? Like I love cuttlefish, right? Or these are squid, right? So a lot of these are appetizing to me, but they might be like, oh my God, that's so gross to you guys. But and see, he shows you how to clean them. Oh, you got a little ink. No big deal. See, like he shows you how to do it. You know what I mean? And I like that. And it's quick too. It's not like he's talking and he's talking and talking all the time, but they're pretty zippy. The rest of the videos. And I've done this before. I've got squid and cleaned it and kind of cooked it like an Italian way, like the calamari probably you'll find in a pub sort of thing. You know what the issue is with me? That it's really, really time consuming. And I have like a place that I go and they have great calamari. So needless to say, I don't make calamari anymore. I get my calamari on the outside. It's worth the $18 dinner. So when I have a craving for calamari, I just get it out. I rarely do deep fried fish or anything like that at home. I guess the most extreme stovetop stuff that I do is wok cooking at high heat, right? And but I got a great fan. See that fan right up there? See right there, right above me? That fan is like a monster fan. I'll tell you that. Like it's just so incredibly sorry guys, let me move there we go. That fan is it's a Pacific, and I'll tell you the difference. Like the fan that you buy at the grocery store, right? Sorry guys, the camera. The stuff that you buy at the grocery stores, they like the fans, they have like one little fan in the middle and it's set to the back, right? These things are like 20-inch fans, right? And if you stand too close to them when they're at full strength, they'll suck the air out of your nose, right? And so it cleans everything up, right? It also contains the grease, but the BTUs on this thing, woo, it's something special. And if you're a cook, I would recommend a very good exhaust fan that exhausts to the outside. I mean, if possible, right? Like in my kitchen when I first moved into this place, I didn't really do too much of a remodel in here. Like I cleaned it really well and all that kind of stuff. Because my house, I know for some of you Europeans, this doesn't mean anything. But my house is like 120 years old. And that's like, half the age of Canada. Not quite, it's a little bit younger, but so it's an old house for this country, right? Anyway, like I guess back then they didn't really think about exhausting fumes. So when I moved in here, because the lady that lived here, she was an elderly lady in her 90s, right? And she had the stove in the middle of the kitchen, in the middle of the house, like it wasn't on an outside wall, and there was no exhaust fan. So there was the stove that was going to a wall, to the ceiling. And for people that don't cook, that's cool, right? But I'm like, I cook. Right? So after a very short period of time, I believe maybe because I moved in March, which was too cold to do stuff. But in the summer, I switched it around, and I put the kitchen, like the actual stove. This is an outside wall behind me, and I installed a fan. You know, I had to do that work. You know, now I have this gigantic, massive fan. Well, it looks like a regular kitchen range kind of fan, but it works spectacularly, you know. And so I was always wondering too, you know, why does Chef Wang always like do this? Like he cleans and burns pork like every time he gets it. And my sister-in-law tells me that the pork that you get in China, oh, it's fresh and everything, but the skin, you have to kind of condition it. Like you have to burn it off because it has like really fine hairs. Then you got to scrape those hairs off. Then you got to wash it, right? So that's kind of like the routine that he does. And so also too, Chef Wang, what I noticed is, and this is another thing my sister-in-law told me about, is that when you cook something more than once, or you cook it, yeah, if you cook it more than once, it'll taste better, right? So I was experimenting with that, and it's different. Like you'll get like a recipe. So here, what he did was, is that he blanched, right? He blanched the pork bits, right, in water for a little while, and then he now he put him in this. So then he took them out and he put them in here and he put them with the sauce and everything. So that's water, by the way, on the side. Looks like he's got some spices in there and hot pepper, salt, pepper. You know, he's got some sugar in there. Soy sauce, of course. That's the dark. That's the light for flavor. You know, and now he's going to reduce it down in 15.5 seconds because he has a jet engine under there powering that wok, right? So I guess he takes the inedible, you know, just for the fragrant kind of things. Look at that. See, he just reduces it down in a matter of seconds. And it goes in. And I know that, you know, that the pork kind of belly or pork, I guess this was hoof. You know, pork, what do you call it, ankle? I don't know. Yeah, one of those. Like, I guess it's not as appealing, but when you see it like that, it is very flavorful. It does have a bone in the middle, but the meat kind of just falls off, and you spit the bone out. Right? That's not too bad. Here he always does a little recap. But really, he's one of the greatest wok chefs I've ever seen, and he's just amazing. He's amazing. I have nothing but admiration for this guy, and he blows my head off. He also chops everything with a gigantic cleaver. But this guy, he does like this refined cuts. Actually, you've seen it with he's doing eggplant is my favorite thing on the planet. So let's see what he's doing with the eggplant. See, any piece of meat he'll wash first, always, right? There's that gigantic, super sharp cleaver of his. His cleaver skills are unbelievable. So he'll mince it, right? But no, we need to use a food processor, right? And I'm saying myself too, right? I never mince meat, right? It's a chunk. Just cook it as a chunk. Not mincing it. Some garlic, a bit of salt, pepper. I don't know what chicken essence is, guys, but I'm imagining it's probably chicken stock, condensed chicken stock. I've never used it before because I don't trust those kind of things. I use like a little bit of reduced chicken sauce, chicken stock or something like that. 4 portions of cornstarch. I actually have to get some cornstarch here right now. I think my headphones are getting chewed as well. Okay. My headphones just took a poop. This one's not working. Work. You guys like eggplant? I freaking love eggplant. It's my favorite thing. I've had these headphones for eternity. I'm surprised that the. Come on, man, work. Yeah, I could just move the mic like that. Usually, you know, if you do the bendies, you get something. But no, I lost my left speaker. Like, come on, how can you not like this? Look at those. All I think about is just sitting down with a beer, some rice, and have all these dishes in front of me, and I'll just chip away and have a pate. Good stuff, eh? So I don't know if these kind of flavors are too strong for you guys. Sometimes I say to myself, yeah, that's way too intense. Like that's also too when it comes to these recipes that I watch Chef Wang make. They're kind of very regional, right? And maybe the area has their palate is spicy. It's clear because look at all that, right? And what I do is I'll just modify it for myself, right? I just won't put so much hot pepper in it, but a little bit is fine, right? That's the dipping sauce. I've had this dish before, I'm pretty sure. We have some great Asian restaurants, like Oriental restaurants in this area, like for sure. We get a lot of this kind of food, no problem. And I love it. I love it. I don't make it for myself a lot. Like the stir fry wok things that I use or I do are just sort of like, you know, I'll make like stir fried rice with like all the leftover vegetables that I got, you know, a couple eggs, the leftover rice, right? The leftover meat if I have any, some type of protein, you know, anything. Like leftover rice is like the pizza of Asia. Because I do that with pizza too, right? And also I do that with you know what's really good with kitchen leftovers? Like people don't know, so I'm gonna say, like if you have any type of kitchen like leftovers, dinner leftovers that you could cut up, you know, get yourself a big pot of water, get it all boiling, throw in 100 grams of pasta. This is if you're by yourself, right? Maybe 50 grams or 100 grams of pasta is a pretty good meal. And get yourself a frying pan. You know, throw the pasta in the water, stir it up with some salt in there. Throw the pan on the stove. Put in a couple of tablespoons of olive oil, a little bit of garlic, a little bit of hot pepper, and then whatever leftovers you have, throw it in there, warm them up, right? The importance is that you have to have enough olive oil, and the olive oil has to be there because it's an ingredient. It's not just for sautéing, right? It's an ingredient of this recipe. That's it. Get it all hot, right? Dump the water in the pasta. Save a little bit of water in a mug or something. Put the pasta in the pan. Stir it up. If it gets a little bit dry, put a couple of tablespoons of that pasta water that you saved. Once it gets all kind of saucy and looking good, you're done. Put a little grated cheese if you have any. Some salt, some pepper, some freshly ground pepper. And that meal, it's a king meal, and it's one of the best things you could do with leftovers, in my opinion. But if it also applies, I can make dough, and I'll use leftover proteins or veggies for toppings on a pizza, right? Usually, the only fresh ingredients that you need is, I guess, the dough, the cheese, and the sauce, right? And then all the toppings and stuff like that, you can just use leftovers, right? Stir fry is the same thing. Especially if you have leftover rice. I always like I have my sister-in-law gave me a rice cooker years ago now, and I always kind of like pushed it away. I was like, I don't need a rice cooker. I could do it in a pot. Don't worry about it. She's like, take the rice cooker. Shut up. Merry Christmas. Right? And the thing is amazing. You know, it's actually a Japanese rice cooker, and I noticed one thing when I was telling my my Oriental relatives that I got a rice cooker. They all said, "Oh yeah, you got a rice cooker? That's fantastic. Does is it retractable? Every one of them always asked me if it was retractable. I'm like, what the heck are you talking about? Is it retractable? You know, so one thing, I had to look it up on the internet, and what it is that you can get 2 models of this particular, I think it's a Tiger, and it's a Tiger rice cooker. It's Japanese, but it's made in China. Okay? Don't ask. Okay? Don't ask. But what it is that the power cord, instead of just hanging loose, on the bottom there's like a little spinny thing, so you could just pull it and it goes underneath, right? That's the retractable thing, right? And it's very nice. It's very convenient because when you store it, you don't have this kind of wire to get in the way, and there's no real way to wrap it around the rice cooker because it's kind of cylindrical, you know? It's like a little teeny barrel, right? Yeah, so every time I use like a rice cooker, I always make a little bit extra. Really, you don't need that much for stir-fried rice because you're adding so many other things, right? So it could get really big on you. So if I need a cup of rice for dinner, I'll make like a cup and a half, which leaves me with about a cup of rice. And for stir-fried rice, fresh rice it works, but it's not good. Like, it's not as good. You don't have this kind of, it needs a little bit more, it needs a night in the fridge. You put the rice in the fridge for a night and you'll get a little bit drier, a little al dente, you know? And then you use that for stir-fried rice the next day, or it could stay quite a long time. And that's another thing, like leftovers, they can stay in the fridge, but there's no guideline as to how long something should stay in the fridge and it will be safe to eat. Okay, it varies from product to product. The best kind of advice that I can give and that I've taken was to use your nose. Okay, so you see something in there, it's like, so because I know like meat, stuff like that, after you cook it, you know, the average is about a week. It's about a week that it could stay cooked in the fridge, as long as it's, you know, stone cold. Sometimes the fat would develop around it, which was probably help preserve it even more. But it doesn't, you know, it's not bad, right? And again, like if you smell it, it'll smell okay. But if it smells bad, no. And you'll know, instinctively you'll know that something's bad or not. Like, it'll stink, right? But the old bags of milk sometimes, they got me good. You know, I don't know if you guys have ever done this, but see, like, he'll show you like the real thing here. Like, so some people, they can't handle like the job of a fishmonger, like the cleaning of the carcass of a fish. Some people are squeamish, right? But I honestly, you know, I'm okay with it. Like, you know, fish is all right. Even though, like, if you're actually doing it, it's not so bad. But seeing it is a little bit kind of gross a bit. But you see how he does everything with a cleaver? Like, how sharp is this cleaver, right? See, sometimes he'll always keep the innards, like all the bone pieces. And sometimes what he'll do is he'll make a sauce with it. And then he'll keep the fillets or the bit, like the pieces. Like, look what he does. Look at that intricate cut. That's admirable, man. Like, that's some good practice right there. Right? So he has the nice pieces in one and all the bones and the carcass in another. And he seems to be preparing it. But I honestly, like, again, like I use this as information and knowledge. So when I do see these dishes in restaurants, I will be more open to trying them because I pretty much know, you know, I got a general idea as to how they prepare the dish, right? And for us too, like for me, like seafood in this, like if really you can get good Canadian seafood made, let's say the Canadian way, but you have to go to like like a steakhouse kind of place, right? Like steakhouse, like, you know, steak and fish, or you go 5-star, you know, so 4 or 5-star, right? They'll always have, like, you know, they'll have the beefs and the chickens and the pork and all that kind of stuff, and it's all done very elegantly and beautiful. But a lot of these places also have like an amazing seafood selection, especially for like their appetizers, like mussels and, you know, calamari, things like that, right? And then their entrees are always, you know, fillets, mostly fillets with veggies and stuff like that. It's rare. However, the only thing that's unique to Asian restaurant, and so what I'm trying to say is, so you have to kind of like spend big to get Canadian seafood, right? But if you go to an Asian restaurant, you can get like a platter of fish like this. This is a little different, maybe not this kind, but you can get a platter of really good seafood or fish, and then you can eat that with other things, and it's not going to break the bank. So, you know, that's advantage them when it comes to that. So that's, I get a lot of my seafood from seafood and fish from Asian restaurants in town here, because really, if I go to pubs here in my area, you're just going to get either you're going to get fish and chips, which is fantastic. I have a fish and chip place here to blow your mind, but maybe not for the English folk in here. But well, I go to an English pub, okay, and they're known for their fish and chips, and it always blows my mind. So I really like it. We also have we have a couple places that are just takeout too, but honestly, like when you take out, when you go to a place and it's takeout, even if it's only like 10 minutes or 5 minutes by the time you get home, the steam kind of mushes it up a little bit, right? Like it mushes the fries a bit, mushes the coating of the fish a little bit. Even though it's delicious, it's still, you know, it lost its like it's lost its sex appeal a little bit, you know. When I get fish and chips, when I can, I'll go to the actual place. I'll go to a sit-down place, because, you know, when they take it out of the fryer, they put it on the plate, and you get it. I mean, it's crispy and hot. There's no way it's going to get soggy, because you eat it by the time it gets cold. At least I do. Really, when I get fish and chips, I really, really, really crave fish and chips, and it doesn't take me too long to devour it. Yeah. So I don't know. I'm not really a fan of those kind of fish soups, to tell you the truth. Ooh, he's doing prawns. Now that's fresh prawns right there. It's unique, right? I think I've seen this before. Now, I think he... Oh, look at all those garlics. Oh, yeah. What is he doing? What is this? Oh. I don't know why you rinsed the garlic. Maybe to make it less intense? I don't know. Maybe rinse some of the oils off? I don't know. That looks good, though. I wonder if you're gonna get any garlic flavor out of those. Oh, he's gonna cut the googly eyes off? Oh, he's not really cleaning them much. Oh, yes, he is. This reminded me of that Seth Rogen movie. What was that movie where he was a hot dog? And they thought that being in a grocery store was like fantastic. And they sang a song every time they woke up, you know, and it was just this glorious day. And then they had a scene where, because the intention of all the vegetables and products in the grocery store, this was an animated feature. They just loved what was it called? Damn it, I forgot. Like the shopper was like a god, you know, and if you were chosen to go home with them, you go to heaven pretty much, right? So then they showed a scene where a lady brought her groceries home and she started cooking, right? And it was like a vegetable massacre. Little did they know that the gods just eat them. It was just the funniest thing. So that kind of reminded me when I saw those little shrimp in a bowl. I wonder what they were thinking, what they were doing. It's like, oh my god, he sliced my back. That's a lot of garlic. But I think maybe that's why he washed it, so you would just get the sweetness from the garlic as opposed to the harshness. It's got some chicken going on. And I also find unique too when it comes to cooking chicken, like how he cooks chicken, or most places that have woks and stuff like that, like in Asian cooking, right? In North America, or where I come from, like in Ontario, I'm just in Canada, we never ever cut up chicken with bones that small. Right? Never. Like we'll always have like quarter chicken, half chicken with bones, right? There'll never be a dish where there'll be like some type of saute or whatever, and it'll have pieces of vegetables and all that, and then the pieces of chicken that you would find would have bones in it. No, it won't happen. But they do. They'll cut up a whole chicken into bits with the bone and all, and then they'll stir fry it, right? And I have to say that the dish is unusual to me to eat because my sister-in-law also prepares that. It's delicious though, and basically you have to kind of change your philosophy of eating a little bit. So you basically you get a small bowl of rice, and you just gather the, let's say, the chicken, the saute or whatever, and you put it in your mouth and you kind of suck all the meat off the bone, and you spit out the bone. Everybody else is doing it at the table, so it's okay. Right? And I took on a lot of his techniques, because you could do a lot of these things, minus a lot of the items that he uses, but it's just, think of the technique that he uses, right? It's kind of interesting. That looks good. So he's done. Like once you put the leaves in there like that, he's finished. All right, look at that jet engine he has to power that wok. Oh, if I had that. So come on, like that's rather delicious, right? And see what I mean? It cuts up the bone. It's unusual for me to see that all the time. But I've had them, and it works. It works. It's delicious. Yum. Oh, yeah. There we go. See, he has a bowl of rice. It's very satisfying to have like platters of food, and then you keep this bowl of rice with you, and you just keep on loading this bowl of rice. So you have a little bit of the dish, then you have a little bit of the rice along with it. And what happens is that this rice gets sticky, and all the juices from the different dishes all get accumulated in this bowl at the bottom. It's amazing. And then you eat you get a spoon or whatever when you decide to, because you start getting full near the end of the bowl, you'll have all this kind of sticky, gooey, yummy rice, and it could be spicy. It's a little bit of everything, and it's something unique that you kind of create yourself while you're eating dinner. Then scarf it down. It's delicious. I've done the usual kind of bowl. I could eat about 3 bowls max, but that's really pushing it. That's really pushing it. Usually it's just a bowl and a little bit. If it's like a big meal, it was a bowl and a half, let's say. Right? But 3 bowls, that's if we're having like a hot pot and we're partying. And I'll eat 3 bowls over a extended period of time. You guys know what hot pot is? No? Hot pot it's like a party dinner, guys. It's a party dinner, and very thinly sliced meats, thinly sliced veggies, thinly sliced seafood, thinly sliced fish. I mean, you could have 100 items, okay? Like there's many items. Oh, they also like you know, like the balls, like fish balls, beef balls, veggie balls. I don't know if they have veggie balls, like shrimp balls and things like that. And so they're all kind of prepared, and in the middle, they'll have this big cauldron of soup, right? And sometimes they have divisions in them. And so what do you do is you have a bowl of rice, you sit down, not even, you don't have to sit down a lot of times, it's because it's for a party. And you put whatever meats or whatever, and you put them in the soup. You put them in the soup, you sort of chill, talk, and then they cook, and after about, 15, 20 seconds, because everything's so thin, it's ready to go. Then you get it, you grab it, you pull it out of the soup, throw it on your rice, and there's always like some type of sauces and things like that you could put on top. And you just sit there and chat. It usually goes with beer, so it's a very social event, right? I just love hot pot. It's amazing. And sometimes, but I tend to overeat because I want to try like 5 of everything all the time, right? This looks like a little bit more of a standard dish, but you see, like we never really got into the habit of washing meat and salting it, and then see. But he said it was something to do with texture there. Like I might try it just for fun, but it seems a little bit like, oh, is it really worth it? But you see what I mean? Like I said this before, he prepares his raw materials. I know this is raw meat in this time, but also the veggies and everything. He's an expert at preparing it all. And I noticed that with when you're cooking with a wok and you're trying to cook it under high heat, right? It's best to have everything ready to go. And all you got to do is just dump stuff in, right? And that that's including the sauces or whatever you want to use, right? But the veggies for sure have to be all ready and cut to go. You can't just do it while it's cooking, right? Because with other styles of cooking, you can, right? Like if I'm making like I don't know, chicken thighs or something in a one pot kind of thing, I start browning the chicken in there. Then while the chicken's browning, I'll cut up the carrots, potatoes, and cauliflower, whatever I'm putting in there, right? Throw that in there. Get the sauce, put the sauce out, right? But usually what I do is I'll, when it comes to like a saute in a frying pan, I'll always brown the meat, take the meat out, use the same pan without cleaning it, kind of deglaze it with like a little bit of broth of some type, and then start from there. Start building up the gravy, I guess, for the chicken, and you're using the flavor from the pan. You get the gravy, you start, you put your veggies in there, you start cooking everything, and then when the veggies are just about ready where you want them, because I kind of like them still a little crispy, throw in the chicken in there, and you finish cooking the chicken in the gravy, which will take, like sometimes 20 minutes, whatever it is about a half hour. Chicken cooks in a half hour on the stove, pretty good. So cook it for a half hour, and then, Bob's your uncle. You've got dinner ready. Some bread, salad, whatever. I stopped making like super fancy things. I decided to, get very good root ingredients, prepare them very well, and that's your dinner. Always try to use the food groups. To get the starch, you get the protein, you get the veg. I always make a balanced meal, and I think I got into the habit because of my kids, and I just made sure that I kept up with. Yeah, see, what is this? See, like, who uses this? What is this, a spine? It's crazy, right? And washing it up. So, like, they use pieces of meat, too, that I would never consider. Which is kind of interesting. But again, learn something. Get something from a different culture. Take that knowledge and sort of modify it for yourself. It's pretty good, right? It's pretty cool. It's a good way to go. That's a lot of hot peppers. Doesn't that bowl of spices and everything look good? And also, with this kind of cooking, a lot of the flavors and the sauces, they're in. You can buy them. Even the chef here, he buys a lot of the things. Like who's going to make their own hoisin sauce or oyster flavored sauce or fish sauce or soy sauce or, on and on the sauces go for Asian cooking, I'll tell you, right? But they're in use, and it's also not like a bad thing, right? And that's something I had to learn too, was to accept the fact that a lot of the sauces you have to buy in a jar. And again, that's just strictly a cultural thing, because I was brought up, and when I'm thinking sauces, I'm thinking tomato sauce, and we would never, unless there was some type of emergency, ever buy jarred sauce, like jarred tomato sauce. Like, who would? We would, I would actually buy like raw sauce. So you can buy some really good, freshly pureed tomato, and it's always done in season. There's nothing wrong with those, but I'm talking about like things that are already pre-cooked, pre-seasoned. They have stuff in them, and they're just sort of pour out of the jar, put on the pasta, and off you go. They're actually good. I'm not putting them down, but I would never use that. I always have sauce. I would make a sauce, right? So that's what's in me, right? So then moving over and trying to use a wok and, some type of doing Asian, trying out Asian cooking and stuff like that. Well, I didn't want to do that. I thought, well, we could make it, but you can't. Like these things, it's like trying to make HP sauce or Worcestershire sauce. Like, good luck. You have to buy these things. Have to accept that, There's something about boiling like bones first before you cook them. I think it's because if you ever boiled bones before, you get kind of like a scum that you kind of sift off anyway, right? It happens all the time, even when you make chicken stock. So I think that you boil them, you take the scume out, or whatever it's called. Once that stops, you cook it a little bit more and you take it out, right? And then you could use it again and cook it again with something else, and you won't get that kind of, the impurities, because you kind of boiled out the impurities of the bone and the meat and all that kind of stuff. I guess it's a more of a refined taste, and you also have less impurities in your dish, right? It's probably not the end of the world, but it's true. Like, a lot of times I would shy away from cooking bones and things like that because of that. Like, I wasn't sure if I was doing the right thing. Should I be cooking them? Is this sanitary? Whatever. Hey, these things go through my mind. I don't want people sick. For the stuff I do. But I started experimenting with making broths and things like that. And you kind of get used to it, and you get an understanding on how to use the ingredient and how to make it safe. Like, he just has everything. Like, a lot of these things I don't have, so I don't use them. But I will use the same procedure. Like, I could make something like this, but I would make it with whatever I got, right? It'll taste different, of course, but like, this guy's pickling on the fly here. This is crazy, right? That's probably delicious. That's probably like a pickle, I suppose. It's kind of nice. I like it. Anyway, I think I've been gabbing enough, guys. I better get going. It's late. I have to get going. I have actually gabbed for way too long. So let's see who's available for the raid, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, we have Shield Maiden. She's playing Ark Survival. So why don't we go say hi to her, guys? So thank you very much for coming today and watching and chilling and bearing with me during that boss fight. That was kind of crazy, right? Oof. So we are going to now... and I'll catch you guys Monday for Dark Souls 3, where we'll be fighting Freda, which is one of the first... one of two bosses in the first DLC. Because this is New Game Plus, and I'm kind of just burning through it. I'm having fun. right? I'm not trying any speed running or anything like that, but it's a speed run for me, I'll tell you that much, right? So, all right, guys, thank you very much. I'll see you guys Monday. Have a good one. Take care.